Neither Millie nor Molly liked swimming lessons. They were still learning, and Millie always got pool water up her nose. And Molly always drank lots of water. Accidentally, of course.
Try not to drink all the pool water, Molly. Leave some for the other people to swim in. You two just keep trying. You'll get there. Look at Miss Blythe. She keeps trying and she can't swim at all.
Can I have a bit of help, please? I don't seem to be able to get to the edge of the pool.
Coming!
Come on, girls. Time to get out.
Do we have to have lessons again tomorrow?
But you need to learn to swim. It's fun.
But Miss Blythe can't swim. Can't we wait till we're grown up like her, please?
It's much harder to learn when you're older.
But I get water up my nose.
Let's talk about it later.
I'm going to push you up into the sky. Not too high.
Taffy? Taffy Bogle? Oh, no.
Huh?
Naughty dog. Now look what you've done. Dear, oh dear, my poor garden.
What's Taffy Bogle done now?
Just look at my lovely geraniums. Oh, it's not really his fault. He doesn't get a walk often enough. Can't keep up with the young fella. He's got to work off his energy somehow. He loves a game.
He brought the stick back. Look at his funny tail. Can I throw the stick? Please? Is it all right?
Of course. Taffy Bogle doesn't bite or anything, but it's good to ask before you play with a dog you don't know.
Fetch! Ah!
Pity this yard's so small. He really needs to get out.
We could take Taffy Bogle for a walk, couldn't we, Molly?
That's a very nice offer, Millie, but I'm not sure Molly likes Taffy Bogle.
Come on, Molly. You throw the stick. He won't hurt you.
Don't worry. Try.
I'll try. Fetch! See? He brought it back. Oh!
Looks like you've made a friend there, Molly.
See? His funny little tail is wagging.
It means he likes you.
Good boy. Good boy.
Okay, maybe you can take Taffy Bogle for a walk.
Millie and Molly got permission from their parents, but Mr. Limpy still wanted to make sure that Taffy Bogle would behave for them on their walk.
That'll do. Okay, call him.
Taffy Bogle. Taffy Bogle. Come on, boy. Come here, Taffy. Good boy.
Even though Taffy Bogle came when he was called, Mr. Limpy was still a little worried. He'd never let his lovely dog out of his sight before, and Taffy Bogle was Mr. Limpy's only family.
Be a good boy on your walk. Thanks, girls. Now he mustn't be late for dinner.
He won't.
And make sure you don't go near the river. Taffy Bogle can't swim.
Neither can we. Come on, Taffy Bogle. Good boy. We're going to have a nice walk, aren't we? Oh.
Millie and Molly were surprised at how many telegraph poles and fences and letterboxes Taffy Bogle left messages for other dogs to sniff. Millie and Molly decided that Taffy Bogle must have had a lot to say. And Molly thought it was funny that when dogs did meet, they talked to each other by sniffing in strange places. But whenever Millie and Molly called,
Come on, Taffy Bogle.
Taffy Bogle came straight away.
Marmalade. Oh, no. Taffy Bogle. No, come back. Taffy Bogle. Be a good boy. Don't taste marmalade. Don't be
But no matter how hard they called, Taffy Bogle wouldn't come back. And no matter how hard Millie and Molly ran, they couldn't keep up. Past the school,
Taffy
past the swimming pool.
Please, come back. Taffy Bogle.
Through the park.
Come back. Taffy Bogle. Taffy Bogle, don't be naughty. Taffy Bogle, come back.
And across the river to where Taffy Bogle couldn't see Marmalade anymore.
There he is. Taffy Bogle. Good boy. Taffy Bogle.
But just then, Taffy Bogle saw something else. It was his favourite toy, a stick.
Look, he's playing that stick game again. We'll grab him when he brings it back. But remember what Mr. Limpy said. Taffy Bogle can't swim. Hold on, Taffy Bogle.
Poor Taffy Bogle. The river's current was very strong.
Oh no! Taffy Bogle's going to be late for dinner. Taffy Bogle, hold on. Paddle, hold on to the stick.
Bush Bob was enjoying his fishing when he heard Millie and Molly call out.
Bush Bob, Bush Bob. Can you save Taffy Bogle? He can't swim and he mustn't be late for dinner.
Bush Bob tried hard, but couldn't reach Taffy Bogle.
Oh no! Oh.
Sorry. You'd better hurry.
We can't reach him from up here. Miss Black, could you save Taffy Bogle? He can't swim and he mustn't be late for dinner.
Oh, dear. Sorry, girls, but I can't swim either. You'll have to catch him further down the stream.
There he is.
Soon the water was wide and deep, and the ferryman was too busy dealing with some passengers to notice a little dog.
But what difference would it make? I'm not sitting next to him.
What makes you think I would want to sit next to you?
But you like the same things. You both love...
Mr. Ferryman,
Huh?
help us. Can you save Taffy Bogle? He can't swim and he mustn't be late for dinner.
But the ferry was only for crossing the river. It couldn't save Taffy Bogle.
I'll get help. If only I had a phone. Here,
Use my phone.
But poor Taffy Bogle kept being swept by the river all the way out to sea.
Oh no!
Millie and Molly were very upset and wondered what they'd say to Mr. Limpy, who'd be waiting for his dog to come home for dinner. Taffy Bogle was all the family Mr. Limpy had.
It's a rescue helicopter.
Has someone lost a dog that can't swim and mustn't be late for dinner?
Yes, Taffy Bogle is in the sea. Will you rescue him? Can we help?
The helicopter soon took off. But Taffy Bogle was only a little dog in a very big sea.
There he is.
When Taffy Bogle saw the helicopter, he knew he would be all right. And he still had enough energy to wag his funny little tail. And he was still wagging his funny little tail when the helicopter winched him up. And he wagged his funny little tail especially hard when Millie and Molly nursed and stroked and dried him. But Millie and Molly still had to get Taffy Bogle home before he was late for dinner. They ran back through the park, back past the swimming pool, back past the school,
Come on, Taffy Bogle. We're nearly there.
but Mr. Limpy was already waiting. Could Millie and Molly get Taffy Bogle home before he was late for dinner?
We're here. We're not late for dinner.
I hope you've been a good boy, Taffy Bogle.
When Mr. Limpy brought Taffy Bogle his dinner, Mr. Limpy was in for a surprise.
Well, well, you must have given Taffy Bogle a good walk. He's never been too tired to eat his dinner before. Looks like he won't be digging up my garden either. Can you give him another walk tomorrow?
Yes, we'd like to. But it'll have to be after our swimming lessons. Oh, yes, we have to go to our swimming lessons. We need to know how to swim.
After your swimming lessons, then. Maybe Taffy Bogle should have some swimming lessons too.
Mr. Limpy, on tomorrow's walk, can we take Taffy Bogle on a lead?
Well, of course.
Nobody ever thought craft time in Millie and Molly's class could lead to danger.
I have stars on mine.
After all, what could be dangerous about kites?
Mine's purple. What colour's the diamond kite going to be?
Who cares? As long as they fly high up into the sky. Yeah, real high.
It has to be yellow too.
Can't it be red? Yeah, red.
I could paint red flowers. That'd be pretty.
Pretty? Yuck! Ours isn't pretty. It's gonna carry bombs and drop them onto the robots from outer space. Kaboo!
Humphrey, kites are peaceful things. Something to help us appreciate the power and beauty of the wind.
Oh, that's boring.
Young man, there's nothing boring about the power of nature. But there is something boring about staying in the classroom while everyone else is flying their kites. Mind your manners and get on with building your kite. Well, will you look at this table? I see you've nearly finished your kites.
Except Molly wants to paint red flowers on this one.
Yuck! It's not yuck.
Well, there's nothing wrong with flowers, but perhaps red spots might suit all of you better. Molly?
All right. I'll give it chicken pox.
Right after school, Millie and Molly and Jack and Tom headed out to Farmer Haggerty's place, where there was lots of open space to fly their new kites.
Is the ferry broken, Mr. Ferryman?
No, Millie. I'm just not running the ferry in this wind. She could break away from her cables and the old girl would be blown all the way to China.
Oh, that sounds scary.
It sounds exciting.
It wouldn't be too exciting if you were the one stuck out at sea with no way to get back.
Maybe it's too windy to fly our kites.
Are you scared?
She's not scared. She just doesn't want to wreck our kites.
It'll be okay. Come on. Yeah, let's go. Let's see Farmer Haggerty first. See if it's okay.
And the wind turns the blade of the windmill, then it turns the drive shaft, which turns the pump, which sucks the water out of the ground and into the field.
Can't you use an electric pump?
Sure, but why not use the power of nature? It's free.
So, is it all right if we fly our kites in your paddle fin? Please?
Course, just don't get near Beefy. This wind's good for me, but it really puts Beefy in a bad mood.
He's always in a bad mood.
Worse than most today.
Watch out, Molly. The big bad bully's gonna get you. Don't.
He'll get you too, young fella, me lad, if he breaks down that fence.
We won't go near Beefy.
Oh, the wind's got it. Mine too.
Yeah, look, Molly. Don't let them go too high.
Why not?
They might blow away.
They won't. You can really feel them pulling. Yeah.
When they go up so high, it makes my tummy go all wibbly. Yeah, me too.
Want to go?
No thanks, I will. Oh, it's pulling me.
Don't let it go. You scared the kites will blow all the way to China?
No, it's just, well, I think I like making them, not flying them.
Hey, my turn. Come on, you guys. Give me another go.
So Molly just watched as the other three took it in turns flying the kites in the wind. Until Jack wanted to see what else was happening.
I bet this wind is making the waves big in the sea. I know a really good place we could watch from. It's just over the hill. It's at the top of a cliff.
A cliff?
Let's go.
We'll be really careful. Come on. We're coming.
It's a really big cliff with really sharp rocks at the bottom.
If you try to scare us, we won't come.
There's nothing to be scared about. We're not scared. Are you scared, Molly?
No.
Yeah!
Yay! Oh! Molly, come and have a look at the sailing boats. The wind is making them go really fast.
Look at it go!
I can see from here.
Look, that one's been blown right over. Wow! Maybe they won't get it up. Hope they don't get smashed onto the rocks. They're getting real close. Oh,
Can we go now? It's all right, Molly. They're getting it up again.
that was lucky. Look, there's a storm coming.
It's coming quick. Look at those clouds. Let's go back. Now.
Don't be such a scaredy cat.
Molly's right. Let's go back.
Okay.
Let's get the kites. The thunder sounds like giant footsteps. Don't say that.
Look at him go now.
Whoa! Get the kites down.
But look at the way they're blowing about. Fantastic! I can feel them pulling hard.
Please.
It'll be... Whoa! Whoa! Hey, this is fun. I'm flying.
Come back down.
Help! Please! We're too hard! Help us, please!
I'll go get help. You watch where they go. Okay.
Hurry! Help us!
Millie ran as fast as she could to find Farmer Haggerty. But he wasn't where she'd seen him last.
Farmer Haggerty! Farmer Haggerty, away! Farmer Haggerty!
Keep up, Molly! Don't lose us, Molly! Run fast as you can! I will fly away forever! We're going over Beefy! Please don't stop, Molly!
Molly was too frightened to run past Beefy. But if she didn't follow, Jack and Tom would fly over the next hill and out of sight.
What are you doing? Molly! Help! Molly, please don't lose us! Molly, please!
I'm coming! Hold on!
Hurry! We're going to go over the hill! Keep running!
Look! Molly! She'll know where Jack and Tom are.
Come on, then.
Molly! Molly, wait!
Jump up. Where are they?
They're over the hill.
You mean towards the river?
Yes, but the ferry isn't working. If they go out over the water...
I won't be able to get to them. Come on.
Hurry! Help us! We're heading towards the river!
It's raining.
That's good. The wind will ease a bit. Give us a chance to catch them before they get to the river.
We're starting to jump! We're going to land in the river!
They're coming. Hold on.
I'll get on, dear, and you can drop into the hay.
Don't let go too early.
But we're going out over the river!
Be brave.
Now,
Jump.
Boys! Are you there? Boys! Are you all right, boys? Speak to me!
Wow, that was really scary. Yeah. And we were falling from really high up. And then we landed in the hay, and the kites were washed out to sea forever.
Wow, that was really scary.
Well, sounds to me like you experienced the power of nature firsthand. I suppose you'll be making some new kites now.
Only little ones, cause next time we could get flown all the way to China.
Oh, dear. What do you say, Millie, Molly? They were your kites too.
We don't want to be blown to China either. It's too scary.
Scary? But Molly, you were the bravest. Really brave. Really bravest.
No, I was scared.
If you hadn't been brave enough to run past that angry bull, Molly, these boys might not be here to tell the tale.
Yeah. She's right.
Doing something even though you're scared is the bravest thing you can do. I think that makes you a hero.
Huh? Yay! Well, I'm only brave when I really have to be.
Jack and Tom decided that they would never again tease Molly about being scared. And on the first kite they remade, they let Molly paint red flowers. Every school class has one. Even Millie and Molly's class has one. One like Humphrey. Humphrey isn't as bad as he used to be, but he can still be a tease.
How did you bag it up on the roof, Millie? I'll give you one guess.
How will you do your homework now, Millie?
That Humphrey.
Usually, Millie and Molly just tolerated Humphrey's mischief.
Marmalade!
But one day, Humphrey went too far.
Where are you, Tomcat? Marmalade!
Looking for these?
No, Humphrey! You're hurting them! Down!
Didn't hurt you, precious dumb cats.
They're not dumb. Oh, poor Tomcat. Did that nasty Humphrey hurt you? It's all right, Marmalade. We'll teach that Humphrey a lesson. Yeah. Let's teach Humphrey a lesson.
So Millie and Molly decided to play a trick on Humphrey.
What are we waiting here for?
Aunt Maude, we don't want her to see us.
Well, duh. Because she'll be snippy at us as always. But why are we here?
We're spying on her. We think she might be an alien from outer space.
Oh, yeah, right. Ouch.
Is anyone there?
Don't move. Don't make a sound.
Oh, fiddlesticks.
That was close.
Aunt Maude's not an alien?
But she's snippy all the time. Aliens are snippy all the time.
They are?
Well, if they were nice, they wouldn't want to take over the world, would they?
Well, maybe.
And what about her huge vegetable patch? Yes. Why does a lady who lives on her own grow so many vegetables? She can't eat them all.
I don't know.
To feed the army of Martians when they come.
Really?
And why do you think Aunt Maude's magic muffins help you do better at school when you eat them?
Because they give me energy?
No! They control your brain!
Millie and Molly's trick was starting to work. Humphrey was going to look very silly indeed. That was going to teach him a lesson. But tricks have a way of working out differently. Humphrey wanted to be absolutely sure that Aunt Maude was from another planet before he started telling other people.
Right, let's see what's on TV.
And those bugs will soon be attacking the plants now thriving in your garden. You'll need to
Ah,
spray
the gardener's
and
son,
spray a
just
lot.
in time.
Probably your least favourite tool in the garden shed is the spray equipment, but the pump spray is the weapon of choice against these pests. Once you prime the device properly, then
Now, where's that thing of mine? I know. Ah!
An alien weapon? Wow.
Take that! And that! Ha-ha!
And all you have to do is line them up, and you can wipe them all out in no time.
Ha! They won't know what's hit 'em. I'll zap 'em all.
The next day, Humphrey had a lot to tell the class.
And Aunt Maude has this thing from outer space that'll zap us all. She's growing 1 trillion vegetables so she can feed all the aliens that are going to come down and take over the whole entire planet. And our town's going to be first.
Millie and Molly had repaid Humphrey for being so mean to Marmalade and Tomcat. Everyone in the whole class thought he looked silly.
They'll probably land right here in the school. And Aunt Maude will meet them, and they'll probably eat all the girls first. I saw Aunt Maude growing antennas out of her head. Do you believe me?
No, people. It's not nice to make fun of Humphrey. Besides, we should admire his wonderful imagination.
It's not imagination. It's real. Aunt Maude's from outer space. Yeah, well, you'll all be sorry when the aliens come.
Humphrey!
Millie and Molly wondered if they'd gone too far. They didn't mean that Humphrey should be laughed at this much. But nasty tricks have a nasty way of backfiring.
Millie, Molly, over here.
What are you doing, Humphrey?
Keep your voice down. We're going to save the world.
What? We?
Us three are the only ones who know the truth about Aunt Maude. Nobody else believes except us. So you got to help me.
Help you do what?
Capture Aunt Maude, of course, when she walks through the park.
What?
Yeah, then we can make her tell everyone at school about being an alien.
But Humphrey...
And when we save the world, we'll be heroes and eat as much ice cream as we want.
No!
Don't you like ice cream?
Aunt Maude!
The two girls knew they'd better stop Aunt Maude from going through the park.
Aunt Maude! Aunt Maude! Wait!
What's all this noise and rushing? You know I don't like rushing or noise.
Sorry, Aunt Maude, but where are you going? You're not going to the park, are you?
Well, of course I am. I always go through the park when I go shopping.
Wouldn't you like to go a different way?
No, I wouldn't.
If Millie and Molly couldn't stop Aunt Maude, then they'd have to stop Humphrey, somehow.
And don't rush about. Oh, fiddlesticks.
But you mustn't capture Aunt Maude.
Why not? We'll be heroes.
Humphrey, Aunt Maude isn't an alien. We made that up to trick you. Yeah, because you were mean to Marmalade and Tomcat.
Not an alien? Really? I should have known. I should have guessed. Aunt Maude is using her alien magic muffins from outer space to control your brains.
No!
I'll just have to save the world by myself.
You have to believe us, Humphrey. We made it up. Yeah, she has a big garden to grow vegetables for a gardening competition. And her sniffiness is just snippiness. It's nothing to do with her being an alien.
Then what about the thing that she's going to zap us all with?
Well,
Here she comes.
Aunt Maude, stop! Look out!
What's all this?
Gotcha now.
Back, Aunt Maude!
Huh?
Ah! Oh
is everything so dark? Where did everybody go?
Are you alright, Aunt Maude?
Fiddlesticks!
Nobody had ever seen Aunt Maude this snippy before.
I'm going to take care of this immediately. I've never been so...
Millie! Molly!
I can't believe it. This is the most...
Molly!
Oh, fiddlesticks!
Millie! Molly! Save me! She's gonna zap me!
What nonsense are you talking about now, boy?
Please don't zap me, Aunt Maude.
Zap?
Please, Aunt Maude, he thinks...
Yes, yes. Well,
He thinks you're an alien from outer space.
what?
I saw your zapper.
My what?
He thinks he saw you last night with something and heard you tell someone you were going to zap us all.
Yes, I did.
You did?
This is it. It's for gardening. It's a spray. It zaps all those pests that ruin my lovely prize-winning vegetables. I'm the best gardener in the whole town, you know.
So you're not an alien from outer space? And you're not gonna take over the world?
Certainly not, Humphrey. But I will be ringing your mother and the school and possibly the police station. You can't go round dropping boxes on anyone you feel like, can you?
No, Aunt Maude.
It wasn't all Humphrey's fault, Aunt Maude. It was our fault too. It was a trick that went too far.
I see.
You'll have
Millie and Molly explained everything, and all three volunteered to do some chores to make up for upsetting Aunt Maude so much. And Millie and Molly decided something else too.
Sorry, Humphrey. We didn't mean for the trick to turn out so badly. We won't ever trick you ever again, or anyone else. But you won't hurt our cats again, will you?
Well, I'll try not to.
Promise?
Promise.
What's all this jabbering? There's still lots of work to do, more weeding, there's compost to be moved, and the tool shed needs to be tidied. Understand?
Yes, Aunt Maude.
Now, perhaps some afternoon tea will give you enough energy. Who wants a muffin? Humphrey?
Are they magic muffins?
Well, they're my muffins. I made them myself. They're good for your brains. Have one.
No thank you very much, Aunt Maude.
It might take Humphrey just a little while longer to believe that Aunt Maude is not an alien. It was an exciting morning at the farm. Farmer Hegarty had fenced off a new paddock for his cows, and Millie and Molly had come to watch Scout herd them in.
Molly, Farmer Hegarty's going to open the gate. But there's something swimming in that puddle. Look at the ripples in the water. Oh, let's have a look. All right. Looks like a tadpole. Stop! Farmer Hegarty, wait! Please!
Heavens, Molly! Whatever is it?
A tadpole. It'll get trampled by the cows. We have to save it.
A tadpole? I think it'll have to take its chances. Scout can't hold these cows much longer.
We'll be quick, we promise. Please.
Oh, all right. All my days on this farm, and I've never been held up by a tadpole until now.
In you go. Swim, swim. Hello, little tadpole.
Sorry to bother you girls, but do you think we might let these cows in now?
Okay. It's your lucky day, Tiny Tadpole. Hey, Millie, let's call him Tiny. Okay, I think we'll have to find you a better home to live in, Tiny.
But that was easier said than done. Millie and Molly began their search for a nice new pond for Tiny. They started at the river because there was plenty of water there.
You'll be having a nice day now. All aboard! All aboard!
It's very busy here. And dirty. Look at the rubbish. Let's find somewhere quieter and cleaner.
It was peaceful at the vacant block down the road from Millie's house, and there was no rubbish about, but...
It's very hot here. There's no shade to keep the pond cool. And no pond either.
There was a lovely big pond at the park with lots of shade. It was quiet and clean, but
I can't see any other tadpoles. No, just lots of big hungry-looking fish. Maybe they ate the tadpoles. You're not going in there, Tiny.
Let's try again tomorrow.
Hey, Jack, you playing soccer?
Nah, going home. Grown-ups kicked us off the playing field. Yeah.
Look, we found a tadpole. He's called Tiny.
Cute.
Ew. Hey, he's beautiful. And he'll be even more beautiful when he grows into a frog. Yeah, if we can find him a pond to grow up in.
Millie and Molly searched the whole town without luck. There were no good ponds for a tadpole to live in anywhere.
Poor Tiny, stuck in a jar. Hey, Molly, maybe we could build him a pond right here in the garden. That's a great idea. Good thinking, Millie. Marmalade, stop that. Leave Tiny alone. Or not such a terrific idea with Marmalade about.
Millie and Molly couldn't think of one place to build a pond for poor Tiny.
Peaceful, shady, damp. Shame there's nowhere in town like that. Or is there? Huh? Look around, Molly. Right here. Oh, it's damp. You're right. It's shady, and no one plays in this part of the playground. It's perfect.
A frog pond, you say, girls? Here in the school playground?
Frogs need special places, and that's the only place where everything is just right.
Well, I don't see why not. It'll make a great addition to our school.
Hooray!
So Millie and Molly found out exactly what they needed to build a frog pond and started to make the perfect home for Tiny. It was hard going, but in time they had a hole that was about big enough. They put rocks around the edges, planted some plants that frogs might like to hide in, and scattered some leaves about to keep the ground moist. It was just the kind of place a tiny tadpole would like to grow up in.
Swim free, Tiny. We'll visit you on Monday morning. Bye-bye, Tiny.
But after the weekend, a terrible sight awaited them.
Oh, no! The pond's been completely wrecked.
Millie and Molly searched and searched the muddy puddle for their little friend.
Tiny! Thank goodness you're safe. Who could have done this to your beautiful pond? These soccer boot prints might be a clue.
Yeah, we practice soccer here on Sunday. So?
Well, didn't you notice the frog pond?
Saw something new. Didn't know it was a frog pond. Thought it was a puddle.
Well, it is a frog pond. Or was. We spent ages building it. So could you practice somewhere else?
Where?
You wrecked Tiny's home.
We didn't know anything was living there. Anyway, it's our practice field and we don't have anywhere else. Yeah.
Nowhere.
Look, the final's coming up and we've got a good chance of winning. But nobody cares. They just tell us to go away.
This is the only place left to practice. And it's really important.
Yeah, more important than a dumb tadpole. Yeah.
Well, girls, I understand why you're upset, but the playground belongs to everybody in this school, including the soccer team.
But what about Tiny?
How about this for an idea? He can live here in the classroom in his bowl.
But Millie and Molly knew that Tiny couldn't live in a fishbowl forever. Soon he was going to grow up and not be tiny anymore. First, he grew back legs. Then he grew front legs. And then his tail grew shorter until it disappeared. Before long, Tiny the Tadpole was a frog. And because he wasn't so tiny anymore, they changed his name to Prince Charming.
Shoo! Shoo! Oh, you wretched fly! Oh, Prince Charming!
He ate the fly. He ate a fly.
The fly?
Will someone catch him?
Prince Charming.
I'll get him.
I missed him.
Got him.
Well done, Jack. Now, put a book over his pond to keep him from escaping.
Prince Charming sure is funny.
Aye, he may be funny, but I'm afraid he's outgrown his wee bowl. He needs more space. He needs to hop about outside so he can eat flies.
But Miss Blythe, he hasn't got anywhere else to live. Frogs need ponds.
Now, Molly, chin up. Maybe he'll find his own pond. He's a very clever wee frog after all.
But Millie and Molly knew there were no ponds. They'd searched every part of town. But with no better alternative, it was decided that Prince Charming would be released into the playground that afternoon.
There you go, Tiny. I mean, Prince Charming. You're free. Good luck.
Hey, what do you want, Prince Charming?
It's like he's trying to ask you something, Jack.
Oh, maybe he does need that pond to live in. Do you, Prince Charming?
But Jack, we need the playground to practice in. There's nowhere else. And the final's coming up. It's really important.
I know, but frogs are important too.
Duh. How could frogs be important?
They eat flies, don't they? Nobody likes flies.
That is kind of cool. But we'll have nowhere to practice. Hey, how about the vacant lot in my street? It's no good for a frog pond, but it's okay for soccer. Yeah, and we'll ask our dads to build you a soccer goal there. A proper one.
What do you think?
We've never had goalposts. And Prince Charming can have his pond.
Sure. Okay, we'll do it.
That springtime, everybody was happy. The soccer team practiced hard and won their final. Miss Blythe and the whole class helped build Prince Charming a new pond in the playground. And other frogs came out of hiding to live at the pond, lay their eggs. And the eggs hatched into new tadpoles. And there were noticeably less flies in the playground.
Right, over here, I've got the hole ready.
Billy and Molly had helped Aunt Maude and Biddy Bid become friends again after not speaking to each other for years. But Aunt Maude and Biddy Bid were still having to work at their friendship.
Is this it, Biddy Bid?
My gift to you, Aunt Maude.
It's a cutting from Biddy Bid's very own plum tree.
Thank you very much, Biddy Bid.
My pleasure. Now, we'd better get it into the ground straight away.
Yes, I know.
Don't put it into the ground too deep.
I haven't.
And make sure you don't overfill the hole.
I won't.
And whatever you do, don't overwater it.
I do know how to garden, Biddy Bid. I am the best gardener in the whole town.
Biddy Bid was going to argue that she was just as good a gardener. But, wanting to be friendly, she said something else instead.
Are you going to enter the giant pumpkin contest this year, Aunt Maude?
Giant pumpkins!
That's Big Bertha. I won my first giant pumpkin contest with that one about 20 years ago.
Wow!
I won the following year with this one, Tiny Tim.
That's not tiny. That's humongous.
But of course, the following year was my all all-time record. Oh, I mustn't have put the photo back after the big newspaper borrowed it. Let's see if I can find it.
Look at this one! Have you ever been in a giant pumpkin contest, Biddy Bid?
Nope.
But you'd be good at growing them. You're almost as good a gardener as Aunt Maude.
Here it is, Goliath, the all-time record holder.
Wow!
I've got an idea. What about you don't grow a giant pumpkin this year?
What? And let someone else take my trophy?
I was thinking you've won enough times. Perhaps someone else should get a go. Like Millie and Molly.
Us? Them? What do they know about growing pumpkins?
I could teach them.
But I'm the best pumpkin grower in the whole town. How many prizes have you won?
Just because I haven't entered any contest doesn't mean I couldn't grow a bigger pumpkin than you, Aunt Maude.
I see. Well then, I'll teach Millie and you...
I can teach Molly. We'll see who can grow the biggest pumpkin.
And so it was decided. Millie and Molly were going to grow giant pumpkins for the giant pumpkin competition. But not exactly in the way Millie and Molly would have liked.
Are you sure Molly and I can't grow a pumpkin together?
Fiddlesticks. A bit of competition will challenge you both to do better. And then you'll grow a much bigger pumpkin than Molly.
Come on, my little peach. A bit of competition won't ruin your friendship with Millie.
Well, only if it's fun.
Oh, it will be. Now, here's my pumpkin seeds. Hold out your hand. These will grow into the best pumpkins you'll ever see, so plant them out. Now, we're going to treat these seeds with gentle love and tender care so they'll grow strong. And then we can completely smash the opposition. That will be fun.
And so Aunt Maude says that keeping the seeds warm with hot water bottles really helps them germinate.
Millie, you're not talking to the opposition, are you? Molly's our opponent.
But Molly is my friend.
Fiddlesticks. I don't want you talking to her about our pumpkin growing tricks. It would be better if you didn't talk to her at all.
I see. And did you tell Millie about my special seaweed fertilizer?
Well, I might have said something.
Let's make it the very last piece of information you share with Millie. You don't want them using that information against us, my little cherry. Now, how exactly did Millie use these hot water bottles?
But it wasn't like Millie and Molly to keep things from each other. They were friends after all. And now they could only spend time with each other at school.
This giant pumpkin growing competition isn't as much fun as I thought it'd be. No fun at all.
But soon things went from bad to worse. Aunt Maude's desire to have Millie win at all costs was causing her to do some less than polite things.
And this is every last bag of seaweed fertilizer you have?
That's it. Oh, Biddy Bid won't be happy. She was going to come in this morning and buy some herself. Won't get another load till next season.
Pity.
Millie! Molly!
Biddy Bid.
Aunt Maude?
I heard you use my technique with hot water bottles to help your pumpkin seeds germinate.
I might have. And I see you've bought some of the fertilizer I recommended.
Yes. Oh, dear. I'm afraid I might have bought the last lot.
What? But you don't need all that.
Don't I? Come on, Millie. We've got a giant winning pumpkin to grow.
Bye, Molly. Bye, Millie.
Well, fiddle my faddle.
Oh, that pumpkin is growing nicely. Let's see how Biddy Bid's grows without her fertilizer. Oh!
What's wrong, Aunt Maude?
My back! Oh!
I'm afraid you'll be in hospital for a couple of weeks, Aunt Maude.
Fiddlesticks! Oh!
When Biddy Bid heard that Aunt Maude was in hospital, instead of doing the friendly thing and visiting her, she decided to spy on Aunt Maude's pumpkin.
You're doing well. Too well. Let's see how big you are.
Sorry to say, Biddy Bid, but you'll be staying here in hospital for a few weeks.
Fiddle and faddle. Well, do I have to stay in this bed?
Afraid so. All the other beds are taken.
Molly, would you please tell Biddy Bid that I'm sorry that she's hurt herself, but she shouldn't have been spying in my garden.
And Millie, could you please tell Aunt Maude that I wouldn't have gone there if she hadn't deliberately bought all the fertilizer so I couldn't have any?
Tell Biddy Bid that I have a reputation to uphold and can't afford to have Millie lose.
Tell Aunt Maude that Molly is going to win anyway.
No, I'm not going to win.
What?
Me neither.
Why not?
We're giving up the competition.
No.
Why?
Well, we're worried that the competition will hurt our friendship, like it's hurt yours. You've even stopped talking to each other again.
I see.
Oh, dear.
But we'll still come and visit. Maybe tomorrow. Bye.
Aunt Maude, I've been a silly gooseberry.
We should have been setting those two girls an example, and instead...
Instead, they've set us an example.
Well, we'd better do something about it.
So the next day, when Millie and Molly came to the hospital to visit, they were in for a surprise.
So my good friend Biddy Bid has had the most wonderful idea.
I think it was my dear friend Aunt Maude who actually had the good idea.
Well, we had the idea that both of us together would help you, the both of you, grow your giant pumpkins.
We're very sorry that you got the wrong idea from us.
There's nothing wrong with a bit of healthy competition. It's just...
We were just a pair of silly pineapples.
I am no such thing. All right. I'm a silly pineapple too.
We just took it all too seriously and spoiled the fun of it.
So, what do you think?
Okay, we'll do it.
Good.
As long as it's fun.
So for the next few weeks, Aunt Maude and Biddy Bid gave advice to both Millie and Molly.
Now make sure you build a windbreak to protect your pumpkins.
Oh, that's a good idea. It'll stop the wind from drying the pumpkins out.
As soon as we've finished this one, I'll help you with yours. Okay?
I always get good results when I whistle to my plants.
Really? Well, you'll have to try that.
Here, let's go and place your pumpkin next. Thanks.
Before anyone knew it, the giant pumpkin competition was upon them. And Aunt Maude and Biddy Bid were out of hospital just in time.
Here are the finalists.
And the finalists are... Farmer Hegarty, Molly and Millie. The judges have had a difficult time. The three final giant pumpkins are very close in size and weight. But the winner is... Farmer Hegarty.
I can't believe I finally beat Aunt Maude.
And second prize is awarded jointly to Millie and Molly. Congratulations.
Well done.
You clever potatoes.
Well done, Farmer Hegarty.
Perhaps next year we should work together from the beginning.
Yes, we'll show Farmer Hegarty how really big a pumpkin can be.
As long as it's fun, right?
Yes, Millie, as long as it's fun.
Congratulations, Farmer Hegarty.
Thanks, you two. It was close thing.
Congratulations, Millie and Molly.